Welcome, one and all, and Happy New Year to all of you out there in UK pun-off land. We are back with the first show of the year, and it is outPUNched, where we have usually 5 pun slingers punning against each other. But today we have 4. Yes, we have 4. When I started that sentence, we had 3, but now we have 4. Thank you. Thank the Lord. Not thank the Lord, just thanks to broadband and me typing things in Messenger. Right, anyway, on with the show. What have we got for you? We have got now 4 punners for you. There's going to be 5 rounds of 5 minutes each, and they have to pun against each other, whether one hesitates for 3 seconds, whether they duplicate a pun, or, I don't know, whether I just think they've been on too long. They'll be replaced by the next in line. As I say, that will go on for 5 minutes time. At the end, we'll tally up all of the scores and we'll have an eventual winner. Sound simple? Well, it's as simple as I can make it anyway. But yeah, why don't we introduce you to our man backstage for this evening, Mr. Stevie Vegas.
Greetings. So we got our 4th person in the Nikolai of time then?
In the Nikolai of time, yes, indeed.
Yes.
So we have 4 fantastic punners. Our punner said he had browser issues. I don't know if he was using Internet Explorer or Firefox. I don't like to use those ones. I don't think they're very good. I much prefer the one that Google brought out because Chrome wasn't built in the day. Yay. Anyway. Whenever I see the word browser, that joke springs to mind. So are we ready for the adjudication then, Mr. Vegas?
Yeah, ain't nobody telling me what to do, that's for sure. Ain't nobody telling me what to do.
Oh, look at that. Is that a Christmas present?
I'll be behind the scenes. I'll just be letting Iain know if anyone makes infringements, but we won't be announcing it like we normally do because that just kind of dulls down the show a bit. Iain, up to Ian's discretion if he goes with it or not.
Yeah. So basically, Stevie's putting all the onus on me for being the bad one. So yeah. Cheers, Stevie. Right, we'll see you soon, man. Right, so that's Stevie behind the scenes. He'll be keeping a close ear on our punners to listen out for any duplication, anything like that, and reporting back at the end of each round. But without further ado, let's get our first 2 punners onto the stream. Good evening, / afternoon, I think where you guys are, Gregg and Susan.
Yep.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you guys doing?
Doing okay.
Doing good.
Yeah. I'm burning what's in Gregg's background. No, I'm not.
I will trade you because that looks nice and toasty.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it does look very toasty. I'm very jealous, to be honest. That looks
I did not think
wonderful setting.
that I look like I'm on fire.
I'm sure you'll be on fire tonight, though. Certainly going by sort of past performances anyway. So are we ready to get the first round underway?
Yeah.
Yes. We will start with Gregg, and then we'll go Susan, back and forth. Till one of you are switched out, or who knows, you might go all the way, pun off against each other. Under the subject of, let's go with this one, musical instruments. So 5 minutes on musical instruments. Take it away, Gregg.
According to Iain, we're doing musical instruments.
Yeah. I was going to do this on my phone, but I was really nervous, and I have a really mellow phone. So
Did you, that kid that was in The Shining is in a band now? He plays a red drum.
Oh, wow. Oh, I think I saw that kid, that goat, right? At the end of this song, he let out 2 bars.
Cello there.
Oh, that was a very, I was expecting something a little more violent.
Well, my friend V is watching, and she is from Mexico. So to my friend V, hola.
It's nice that you didn't just leave her stringing along,
Yeah, and my friend Tim, who appreciates a good pun, is also watching because Tim punny.
Cool. Yeah. Did you, if we have to take a break, do we get points deducted if I have to pee or no?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I hope we don't go too long because I wouldn't want to harp on this topic.
Yeah, you don't want to drum it in,
Yeah, I'm glad that we agree about that. I'm glad we could reach a harpsichord.
Yeah, I was in band and a bunch of them get distracted by romance and all these horny teenagers.
Yeah, the horny teenagers do love when you take your boobs and you put them on a pillow. They love percussion.
Oh, Bo, I can't think of a new pun. Oh, Bo.
Yep. They love when you use a percussive genitalia. They love drum bone.
Yeah, one of them was people were obsessed with my curves in high school. No, they weren't. But someone said, "I hope that you're dropping that bass soon."
Yeah, when they say, which part of you should I touch? I say, pick a low part of me and touch it.
I actually switched from clarinet to mellophone because I have trouble reading music.
I think, personally, I could be getting sick. Perhaps I am coming down with the flute?
Oh. Well, if you pick a low or a high and compare them, it might be just the weather with barometric pressure and whatnot.
Sometimes, okay, well, sometimes when someone is not succeeding in touching me, I say a triangle differently.
Wow, man, doling out those puns, are we?
Yeah, I had to tell another person to get out of here because they didn't like it. They had to ban Joanna for telling me I couldn't say things like this.
Is that a true story, or are you a liar?
Yeah, I not only do I lie, I steal things. I've been looting a lot of things from stores lately.
Wait, are you the person that stole my telephonic device that I keep in my grain storage place? Did you steal my xylophone?
I may seem funny to you, but I'm not that good, I promise.
My good friend Larry the Cable Guy would say, guitar done.
Yeah, are you basing that on anything real, or are you lying now?
It's from my comedy. It's a stand-up base.
Ooh, I would say that you are double basing that on a lie now.
Okay. I sent my speaking of drums earlier, I sent my drum on a vacation on Royal Caribbean. It was a Tom cruise.
You clearly got here right under the wire, right?
I was late there a minute.
I wanted to tell you about this old TV show, my favorite wacky deputy, Barney Fife. Remember him?
Oh yeah. I used to actually be a reviewer of musical instruments, and I don't like woodwinds. I pan flutes.
My favorite third world despot, thanks for asking, Fidel Castro.
Is that because he was too violent?
And that is us at 5 minutes. Very well done, people. Very well done. And welcome to Nikolai. How are we doing?
Good.
Good.
How
Yeah. I'm doing grand. You kept me guessing there for a while. You kept me guessing there, but yeah, we've got you in. We've got you in, and a fantastic job as well coming in, and a fantastic first round. Pretty tight, pretty tight. Let's see if we any deductions that need to be made from Stevie. Nothing to report. Hoiked them off at the right moment. Yeah. And Nikolai would have been hoiked off at the end for the violin one, but we got to the end, so it matters not. It matters not. So I don't know. How about we go on to round number 2? You folks up for that? Yeah. Well, none of you are featuring in it. It is Susan and Sam that are featuring in it. You two are starting off the second round. Oh, Sam, apparently you need to get 1 point for double bassoon.
Wow.
We'll need to go to Stevie on that. I'm sure I hoiked you off, as it were.
Many thank yous.
For something else. But at the moment, it doesn't change your table, as it were, at all.
Fine.
You're still in the
Fine.
lead, Sam. Not by much, not by much. But then again, it is only round 1. It is only round 1. So are we ready for round number 2?
Yeah.
Round number 2.
Barely.
We shall start with. We'll start with Susan, and we will start on. Why not start on cities? Cities.
I did not do this, but I just got rid of my cat for a New Yorkie.
And why? See, did you do that?
Because I was eating a mini apple. It's something that I get every week from a crop share. And it just occurred to me that I wanted a new pup.
Did you get it from a place that is heavily focused on harbors? Did you get it from a port land?
No, actually, I got it from a spring field.
Ah, interesting. Did you get it from, I'm just going to let this one go.
I'm afraid of women, so when I see a chick, I go far away.
Oh, I actually, my friend was talking about how guys are scared of her, and it's hard out there.
It would be, it'd be better if I was blind. It would be better if I couldn't see at all.
Well, I've actually heard it's better in the suburbs. Once you get your lawn done, people are just hang out and it's easy to talk.
I keep a one mint that's very precious to me. It's my sacred mento.
Really? I heard that Lin-Manuel Miranda loves mints. When he eats them, it chills him right up. He goes, Berlin.
I couldn't find my way around this building because the corners were too weird. I was lost in angles.
Really? Next time you should go. We can be a pair, us.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I used to also be a master of front yards. I was a lawn don.
Oh really? Next time you're around the neighborhood, we could go Milan around.
Boy, you guys are tough. You're real type A personalities.
I am, but I also like to roam around sometimes and just catch the breeze.
I've been eating so much, I feel really oversized.
Really? If you needs clothes, you could also get a trench and something, to cover the head with.
Yeah, I can always call and say, Mom, buy me that.
Really? If you do have some things, or do you buy all many things? Albany is a city.
I do buy a lot of things.
Really? Can you afford everything that you buy, or do you put it on credit, on layaway?
Well, it's tough. When you have kids, you have to spend a lot of money on AAA batteries.
Really? What are your kids' names? I have a niece named Charlotte and a niece named LA.
Well, I was thinking about Yogi, my favorite Yankees catcher, and I was wondering, can Berra do it?
if he's fallen on tough times, I think I've seen him walking around. He's been a little lost. Las Vegas. That was bad, but Las Vegas.
Speaking of baseball, you like the old Yankees players like Mickey Mantle, Lou Gehrig, Beirut?
Oh, I'm actually a Mets fan, and I think one day they're just going to rise like a phoenix.
Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of music. Like you like Yes and ELP, like that old prog rock.
Oh yeah, they keep in Montreal.
Oh, I was at the beach and I was wondering which element there would win, and sand won.
Really? I heard that if it's not level, that there can be a hell of a sinking.
That does happen, but if that happens, you just get in a waterborne conveyance and reel your boat.
Really? Because I love sailing too, and the water levels were high, but last time I went up, I think the water level is low.
We were talking earlier about the difference between Fahrenheit and Celsius. At 100 degrees Celsius, you see water Berlin.
Really? I heard it actually changes color. Have you seen water beiging? Oh, hi.
I haven't seen that, but I just want to compliment you because you are being so silly on this round.
Really? I actually was going to wear capris today, but.
Oh yeah, is that weed that's in that fire back there? Can I have a Tokyo?
Oh, but no, but you could break out later the Hong Bong.
Can I smoke it with my Beijing?
As long as you're not me, because if you Ontario.
That is us at 5 minutes. Very well done. Very well done. So, Susan, you went through that whole round, didn't you?
Yeah, and I didn't think I knew that many cities.
Oh, that was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I'll just... Stevie reckons Hong Bong is worth the admittance price alone. Absolutely. And nothing to report. Yeah, there were some absolutely fantastic puns there. Absolutely loved them. So yeah, we're just about 20 minutes into the show. We've got a fantastic viewing audience of not that many.
Not quantity.
But usually at the end of the show, we ask the audience to sort of come in and give us suggestions about what the final one may be, but we might have to rethink that. But at least someone is watching, and for you, we salute you. And for the other person that's just tuned in, yay. Send us some messages. Who's your favourite punner? What sort of topics would you like to see them pun on? Yeah, just let us know via the comments on whichever stream that you're watching on. But for the moment, thank you very much, Susan and Nikolai. We'll be back to the punning in a moment. But first off, just a little bit of a commercial break.
Dead or alive, you're
Punning.
with me.
I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah, paypal.me/punoff. Put these shows on every month, twice a month. We're on in the pun off with outPUNched, and also the actual UK pun off itself, which will be coming up next week, next Sunday. The UK pun off is just to help support the stream, as it says down the bottom. If you could send what you can via paypal.me/punoff. I would also like to give our wonderful guests a couple of quid/dollars as well. So if you could give generously, it'd be much appreciated. So let's get into round number 3. And we shall be starting this one with Sam and Nikolai. Hello, people.
Hello.
Hello. So how are we doing? I realised I sort of talked to Gregg and Susan a little bit at the start, but how are you guys doing?
Yeah.
That good?
It's very cold in New York right now.
Yeah.
It's very cold.
Yeah.
So how cold is it in New York?
How cold is it? It's so cold that I'm wearing long underwear indoors.
Same.
That cold, huh?
It's 20 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius. Does UK use Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Celsius generally, but
Yeah.
Like minus 10, I want to say.
yeah, that's
It's not good.
That's no good. No, I thought it was cold here, but ain't that cold. It's not much better, but certainly not. It's not freezing anyway. But yeah, welcome to UK Weather Off. No puns, just weather chat.
UK buns off, freezing your buns
UK
off.
freezing your buns off. Right, so are you guys ready for the next topic?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yes. Right, what shall we do? I think we shall go with Disney.
Okay. Well,
remember, Disney encapsulates everything pretty
Right.
much these days.
Yeah, that's true.
So we shall start with Sam.
I mean,
your 5 minutes start now.
appropriate that we started out by talking about being frozen.
I know that you're supposed to call where a bunch of cow graze a ranch, but I like to call it a Mulan.
Oh, laugh that pun.
What's up?
I love to pray, and I at my local synagogue. Speaking of Mulan, and it's more than just saying amen. I love to be amen.
That room center you're in, there's a lot of surfaces. It's pretty wally.
Yes, it is pretty wally, and it's no white room though. It's no white room because this wall is painted.
You know what they say? Pics are worth 1,000 words.
Okay, so
Wow, that was a beastly round.
Look around you. Is this a real environment you're in or a fake one?
Hey, I was always thinking, wouldn't it be great if someone threw a shoe or something at 45 and was like, Donald Duck?
I love the variety stores, the department stores in Japan, because there's a whole Toy Story.
We were talking about the beach earlier. I really like dwarves.
Dwarves, yeah. I really like battles between the things like the sun, Star Wars. That's lame.
Yeah, and if you're there, you got to stay on the dock.
Speaking of that thing, a few years ago I was part of a group costume for Halloween, but none of my friends showed up, and we were all supposed to dress as people from a Chinese dynasty, but I had to go Han Solo.
Disney is hurting in the cold.
You have to chew back a little in your mouth, and then it'll.
Good thought. Hey, I was rewatching Rocky the other day, and he's like, Mickey.
Wow, that's marvelous.
Thinking of what got Snow White, like a pole this way would be a good idea.
This isn't true, but you should really Iron Man.
My favorite singer, Prince.
Oh yeah, the Thursday's good for me.
May the 4th be with you.
I love a bird that can last 2,000 or 1,000 years. I love a Millennium Falcon.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow. That was a movie.
Yeah. There's a whole in the building I used to live in. There's a whole part of it that's just people I used to date. It's my X-wing.
Really? So everybody talks about basketball season, football season, but nobody talks about Hawkeye season.
The Edgar Allan, that guy, he really hated this guy Ron Poe. Damned Ron.
I was so excited for this round My areola's gonna hurt.
Okay.
I'm floundering. I'm sorry.
No, that's cool. There's someone walking in thin air. Look, the Skywalker.
There was another competitor who was supposed to be on here, but I'm glad there's another woman, and it's not just a man of lore, Ian.
You know that former president of ours, he dressed up as Darth Vader one year for Halloween, but I think he should have dressed up as Taxi Vader.
I think I have a full size version, and I'm not sure if I should call it a mini mouse.
Yeah, I think that. Are you frozen? Sorry. Oh,
I'm not. I'm just awkward.
Oh, because I'm frozen too.
Uh-huh. Well, I have 10 toes, but I have a friend who has 11, and there's a condition called Pluto.
Oh, I have to think of more puns, else I'm gonna run out of this round.
Well, no need to worry about that, because that is our 5 minutes up, people, and very strong showing by everyone in that round. I do need to bring in Stevie Vegas at the moment, because I did bring Gregg off what he may think is prematurely. Hello, Stevie.
I couldn't concentrate much because the chat was all about whether Marvel and Star Wars and Disney and Pixar and everything was all about Disney owns everything.
So you're no use. So get right. The reason I took Gregg off was the May the 4th be with you one. Didn't think that was a pun. Does anyone disagree with that?
I think that's a pun.
Sure, Gregg does, but I didn't think that was a pun. Am I being too harsh? Fuck you. It's not your show. Yes, so that's a decision. It doesn't alter things all that much, really. But yeah, we shall crack on. That was another fantastic round. How these guys do this, just sort of off the top of their heads, it's beyond me. I certainly can't do it. Certainly can't do any other kind of punning either. But that's another story. What we're going to do now is a little bit of an interlude when we're going to get our man from behind the scenes in for a little bit of halftime entertainment.
Viva Stevie Vegas. Viva Stevie Vegas. Entertains.
Well, in the past, I've done rap and all that kind of stuff. Now it's just a straight up joke set. So can anyone remind me how to use WD-40? I'm a little bit rusty. May have made my new range of edible musical instruments too tasty. I've bitten off more than I can chew. To all the people who say that my turntables are set at a slight angle, I'd like to set the record straight. My guitar keeps a record of every note that's been strummed, as well as who plays it. It's my database, so that could have been used in the previous round. My new rubbish container keeps singing songs by Frank Sinatra and swaying side to side. It's a swing bin. Bryan Adams can no longer eat solid food, so I have to chomp on it first. But I've reassured him, everything I chew it for you. Ian, feel free to turn on the other people's audio. Might be good to hear some people laughing if they want to. My knowledge of sandcastles is a bit grainy. Now, obviously, my real-life double-act partner can't be here today as, she doesn't exist. But I do have my best friend, Eddie, who's kindly stepped in. Here we go. Due to us using a green screen background, because Eddie's nose is green, you won't obviously see his lips moving. Due to COVID regulations, I'll need to cover my mouth when Eddie's talking. And also for some weird reason, Eddie just thought it would be really funny if he copies my exact voice. So don't let that put you off from realizing my excellent ventriloquism skills. So here we go. Eddie. Yes? How do you get a group of dustmen to sing and do their job at the same time? You open your window and shout, "Take it away." Nice one. A guy came round to fix my roof and he was singing some hymns. Christian Slater? No, just a local tradesman. Well, I thought it was really lovely that all the animals from the movie Madagascar gave the bin men a Christmas holiday by doing their work for a few days. Rubbish job? No, they like to remove it. Well, I'm saving up to pay for an operation as my cat ate a lot of loose change. How much money is in the kitty? I'm not sure till we get an x-ray done. I fell in love with a chain of hotels and I don't know what to do. Marriott? Don't be silly, you can't wed a building. Thank you very much, Eddie. That's your time. I forgot to mention that my quilt work can be a bit patchy. So I'm thinking of growing a third thumb, but my other two are opposed to it. My broken toe has been cast in a feature film, just a small part. I got sacked from my archaeology job for only excavating lower leg parts and taking them to parties. I love a good shindig. The light in
I've
the
got a
room.
good mind to stop you there, Vegas.
Wow.
Hashtag cannelloni. Fuck's sake, man.
Oh. Well, light in the room only comes on when I do a poo. I think it's a motion sensor. And finally, I guess I should inform you that my knowledge of tying a rope from both ends, tying a knot, can be a bit ropey. Thank you very much.
Very well done. Thank you very much, Stevie Vegas.
What was my infringement?
I'm just surprised you didn't end with a little story about your gran.
Is she a bit wary of?
Yeah. No, but that was fantastic, Stevie. My invoice will be in the post for that shindig joke. But yeah.
Shindig? That's one of my best jokes.
No, it's not. It's one of my best jokes, Stevie.
I'll give myself a -1.
Well, -1 for Stevie Vegas, but that was fantastic, man. Absolutely loved it. Is that all new stuff that you've written, or?
It's a mixture. They're all ones that do well on Twitter, but now I'm going to have to look back on Shindig. So I did that ages ago.
Oh no, but that was fantastic, Stevie. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was Stevie Vegas giving us a little bit of halftime entertainment. And I shall run down the halftime scores as well just now, just to keep the competition exciting. At the moment, we have Gregg on 24. We have Susan on 36. We have Sam on 21, and we have Nikolai on 33. So very much all to play for. The early leader was Sam. The early leader in the first couple of rounds was Sam. Dropped off a little bit in the last two rounds. So that's how much this show can change. It's all up in the air, all to play for. So let's get our next two punners in. I believe that's Nikolai and Gregg.
We meet again.
Good evening. Stroke afternoon. Forgot about that. So did you enjoy Stevie's little interlude?
Always.
Yeah. Got some cracking stuff in there, especially one joke was absolutely fantastic. That I wrote about 4 years ago. But yeah, never mind about that. Right, so are we ready for round number 4, people? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Right, nice one. Right, we will start with Nikolai in this, I think, and we will go for 5 minutes on sea creatures.
Ooh.
Take it away, Nikolai.
You know what they say, if you see an enemy, you should shoot him.
Another category perchance?
Did you say that on purpose?
If you see someone you like, snap her up.
I just want to see a doll and then Finn.
Sometimes you got to stay really conscious.
This is dirty, but this person I used to see, she blue whale.
Things are so sad these days. I'm looking forward to tilapia times.
Yeah, I could go humpback and relive some stuff.
Yeah, do some reading. Maybe a good author is Salman Rushdie.
Oh, I see lion rumors about him all the time.
Yeah, his favorite band. He likes some classic rock, like that song "Trout, Trout, Let It All Out." They're touring.
Speaking of bands, when I go to a really long rock show, I like to get a good angle for Fish.
Speaking of good reading, Manatee Fair, good book, classic.
I like any show that stars Fish.
Yeah, one of my favorites, 2.5 Men, funny show.
Can Peng win?
Sometimes, if you're really juvenile, which some of us, maybe you may say something like, whoever smelt it, felt it.
I have a really bad memory of those things with shells. I have really bad turtle recall.
Well, yeah, that would be squid pro quo.
Elongating words is fun to me.
Yeah, on that one, I just had to hold my nose.
I don't really mind social mores.
Yeah, I've been exercising a lot. Like I can do a plank 10 minutes now.
Wow. That's a lot.
Hi. I'm sorry, I was distracted. I see horses a lot. So
yeah, I was talking about working out before, and there's this great tape by my favorite actress. It's the Jessica Alba core workout.
oh wow. I have to tune into that.
Yeah, if you didn't, it would be very shellfish.
Yeah. But when I work out, I get really gassy. I have a lot of flatulence. And sometimes I have a flatty ass, and sometimes I have a flatty puss.
Oh my goodness. You know who had that very problem? Marlon Brando.
I'll give you another round because my puns aren't to scale, but
yeah, not to give too much information, but this morning I had some coitus.
Really? Did you make an enemy out of her, or is she a friend?
Well, I hate to carp on it.
I just wanted to say that I like to get high in groups. I like to do a little coral reefer.
That's interesting. I heard about that on a codcast.
Disclosing further about my sex life, when I give oral, it's pretty aggressive. It's hammerhead.
Well, was that just a fluke, or that's like the usual way?
No, it generates a ton of sperm. Yeah, it's great. It's a great white.
I guess they can be bailing you out after that.
They are certainly not feeling crabby after that, I will tell you.
Well, I guess that would make someone start to sing like, "That's amore."
They find it really krilling.
I'm not much of a spelunker, like a caviar.
Oh, yeah. It makes them want to row their boats.
Oh, I ate this one, bub.
When I like to mix my soup, I like to throw the ladle up in the air and hope it lands. It's my lobster.
That's us at 5 minutes, people. Oh, very well done. Greg almost went coast to coast there. We started with Nikolai, finished with Nikolai as well. What a fantastic round. Really enjoyed that. That was, yes, just absolutely fantastic stuff. Let's see what Stevie has got to say. Nothing to report. Yeah, so everything seems good for that round. So we've only got a couple of rounds to go. So how do you think that yous are faring up? How do you think yous are shaping up for the final run-in? Any thoughts?
I don't think I have a chance, but I'm having a good time and disclosing far too much about far too many topics.
I was ready to do pass to mouth, so I'm glad the time ran out. But back pocket.
Oh, what one? Oh yeah, it's been just been great fun so far, and we'll see you back again for the next round. But before we go into the final sort of determined round, just a little appeal for all of you guys watching: send in a topic that you would like these four fantabulous punners to pun along to in our very final round. So get your suggestions in. We'll have a look over them and see which ones they will be going up against in the final one. But before that, just another little commercial break.
Oh, it can't be. What is it? It can't be. What did you do, Ray? Oh, shit.
It's the Stay Pun Marshmallow Man.
Yes, if only we had access to people that actually had a decent American accent. Who knows? But yeah, we're going into the final round, and we will be going with because there's only four. I think we'll start with Susan and Sam at this point, because usually everyone's got a chance to go first. But because we're down to four instead of five, with the greatest of respect, fellow punsters, I've went with the two with the low scores. So this is a chance for you guys to just sort of blast right through this final topic and get those scores up, put the other two to shame. Or you could completely shit the bed. Who knows? That's the beauty of outPUNched. You just don't know what's coming up. Again, viewers, if you could send in suggestions for our very final topic for all of four of our punsters to pun along to, that'd be fantastic. But for the final time tonight, are you guys ready?
Yes.
Well, penultimate time, really. One of you are. So we will start with Sam, I think, on the topic of birds.
Okay, here we crow.
I'm not looking forward to just winging this.
I hope I don't end up raving about something that makes no sense like last time.
I know you'll be better at this than last time. You're amazing.
I hope I don't just reveal facts about my sex life, play the sex cards, carding all over the place.
But you have the best tale.
I just keep talking about how I blew this guy, Mike, I blew this guy, I blew Jay.
Yeah, but you keep the talent is just raw. It's both sexually and punningly.
I would just like to be kind while also be candid, but be a little subtle.
I think I remember a tale about one night stand that ended in a hollow bone. It was insane.
Yeah, I just don't want to be robbing the audience of stories, but also, again, would like to keep some to myself.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear what happens next.
Well, I would like to be waking up in the morning, Da Vinci. Okay.
I think that I'm going to be pigeons and better ones than that.
Oh, I don't think any of those were a stretch.
I was playing Scrabble the other day, but I just really needed this letter. I needed a spare O, and I couldn't find it.
Oh, you. What about you? Would that have worked? Emu?
Emu is it. Yeah, but not you is, I think.
Emu is a Greek letter. It would be a different version of Scrabble, I guess.
I like an online bird. I like an eagle.
Really? Do you like
Yay, my turn.
That soccer player, a lot of people doubt him, but I think Pele can do a lot of things.
I thought you would never finish up that one.
Sorry if my shirt's a little booby.
Huh. I'm wondering if I can catch up after that strong beginning with birds. Hell, I can try.
I went to a convention, very strange convention, where it's just people that fall down a lot. It's the fall con.
It started snowing like crazy here. I got to go shovel. So soon I'm going to be huffing and puffing.
You know, we should both smile. A pair of grins would look really good, right? About.
Oh, it's talking about sex. My Sam was on here earlier, and I know that some of her suitors have called her Toucan Sam with her beautiful body.
Were you not ready for the camera to check in there?
No, it's fair weather, feather friends, forever friends. I was not expecting it to go on me at all.
No.
You know, I've searched far and wide, and there's nothing like a good old American woodcock.
My apartment needed a lot of work when I got it. So next time I'm really looking for something turkey.
Canary of your puns do better than my puns.
Sorry to keep talking about your room, but do you have to duck to fit in there?
I will not budgie from this spot until I up my scores tonight.
Goose.
I think I will not. From Canada, goose somewhere better with my puns than you did with that one just now.
My great pun?
So there, my great pun will go better than yours.
Yeah, I don't know why I keep being pulled off. Why do I biss you off?
You might, but I'm down with you.
Oh, thank you. I'm thinking like, if not now, when?
Yeah, I was actually in a debate with Anna Faris, and I might have to sue Anna.
Huh. I saw Batman and he was incognito. He said, "Hey, I don't have my cape on."
So actually, I'm an anti-superhero, an anti-hero, and I used to steal things from my one-night stands, and I liked it a little rough, and so they call me the red-breasted Robin.
My peeps.
You go finish that one. It might make a difference. It might not. Go on, say it.
I believe this round is crested.
There we go. Another little point there. Thank you very much. Just waiting on Stevie coming in with anything that we've got to report. Reason that Gregg was pulled off halfway through a round because he said Pelly, where Nikolai had said it before, and I think there was something else that Nikolai said that he got pulled off for. Let's see what Stevie's saying in the background. Yeah, nothing else to report. So we're going into this final round with pretty much all to play for. Why don't you chat between yourselves whilst I tally up the scores? No, nothing to say.
Oh, just ourselves.
Just yourselves, yes, why not? What's your Gregg, what's your favorite color?
Purple.
Susan, what's your favorite chicken dish?
Ooh, chicken dish. Paprikash.
Gregg, what is your favorite letter of the alphabet?
Oh, it's got to be G, right? I got so many of them.
G. Susan, what is your favorite color?
I actually don't have one. I have favorite versions of different colors.
So I'm thinking identity theft. What's with these questions?
No, it was just so I can tally up the scores.
What's your mother's maiden name?
Yeah, exactly. What's your mother's maiden name? Which city were you born in?
What's your social security number?
Yeah, what's
We
your
don't have those.
Funsies.
We get national insurance numbers.
Okay.
Yeah, but same kind of thing. Same
Yeah.
kind of thing that you don't put in an email, and you certainly don't put on some sort of stream that's going out to single-digit people. Everyone, single digits. But yeah,
That keep you up at night.
yeah, indeed. Right, so we get the other punners back in. Hello, Sam. Hello, Nikolai. Are we ready for the final round?
Yeah.
Yay. It is very, very close as we go into this final round. Very close. And we're looking for suggestions from the audience as to what we will pun on in the final round. If we don't get any in, then maybe Stevie can come up with one.
And
Or
can you remind us how it works in the order?
indeedy. In the final round, we shall go clockwise. So we shall start with Gregg, then Susan, then Sam, then Nikolai. On the subject that you've been given, just keep on punning, going round and round in circles, round and round in circles. You will all be on screen all the time. So we're looking for 5 minutes of continuous puns from you all. But instead of being taken off screen or anything like that for repeating for 3 seconds of hesitation, you'll be deducted a point. Da da da. With all due respect, Sam, it ain't going to apply to you because because at the moment we're going in as the leader. We have Nikolai on 57, then we have Susan on 54, we have Gregg on 53, and we have Sam on 12. No, I'm only kidding. No. We have Sam on
That's the metric 12. So what does that translate
it's
to?
12 in Fahrenheit. So no, we have Sam on 34.
Oh my God, that's so depressing.
That is a thing with outPUNched, because at the very start of the night you were quite the runaway leader. Quite the runaway leader.
Bleak.
But it can all change.
No, it can't.
So we've had a couple of suggestions in candy brands. I'll be honest, everyone will probably lose points because I don't even call it candy, never mind the brands of it, so that might lose a lot in translation. Superheroes, we've done quite a lot on sort of Disney. How do all you guys feel about superheroes as a topic? You don't like it?
Well, if you want me to lose by a bigger margin, please pick it, and it will be entertaining for everyone.
Right, let's bring in Stevie to this. Have you any sort of nuggets of wisdom, topics of wisdom, Stevie?
I'd say go for American celebrities, seeing as we've got an all-American panel.
Ooh.
Or just celebrities,
American-based.
or in the garden.
Or in the garden. Right, so which would you rather, celebrities or in the garden? We'll take a poll.
Celebrities.
Take a poll, then the washing will fall down.
I like celebrities, but I will say it's hard to know who's actually American or not because so many British actors come in and do great American accents.
Just celebrities in
Yeah,
general.
celebrities is
What's the
fine.
deal with him?
Sure,
So
let's
what
do celebs.
So celebrities. What about Susan, Gregg? What would you rather, celebrities or in the garden?
What's in the garden? Well,
Things that are in the garden.
are.
well, that sounds fruitful.
Yeah, celebrities in the garden. That's good.
Celebrities in the garden.
Adam and Eve, right?
Oprah. Oprah
Meghan and
does
Harry,
interviews
yeah.
in the garden.
Yeah, musical instruments in the bathroom. The original theme I was voting for.
Right, so I was going to go, because everyone said celebs, so I was going to go in the garden, but no, I'm going to be nice. It's a new year. I'm going to try and be nice. If you have seen this before, well, even if you can catch my sort of vibe at the moment, I try to put as many obstacles in front of our punsters as possible. But I think we will go with celebs. Why not? Can be from this earth, can be from outer space, can be in the garden, can be at Christmas time. I don't know. Is Santa Claus a celebrity? We'll just have to find out to see whether you're deducted points if you use Santa Claus as a celebrity. But anyway, we shall start with 5 minutes with Gregg. So we'll go Gregg, Susan, Sam, Nikolai. Keep going round until the 5 minutes are up. So with celebs, take it away.
Oh, I hope this lands right. I guess when you do pun competitions, you probably wouldn't go wrong if you said Betty White.
Well, one of the other philosophical questions that I've debated in the pun competitions is, what do you think is beyond, say, a garden or a fire?
When a guy is putting his dick on a different part of me and I'm not sure where it's gonna go, I'm like, where will his Jimmy fall on?
You know, if I see a celebrity in the garden, I do tell them, do rake.
I think it's important to, when you have largesse, to give it to others, share and share alike.
Oh, that's very nice. One of my friends just can't pronounce names correctly, and I've taken her to Korean. She still pronounces it Kim K.
When I'm solving crimes, I have this like really hot part of my body that helps me solve crimes. This is actually my gorge Clooney.
Speaking of those things, I have a piece of, dried grass that believes in Jesus. I have a Christian Bale.
There's this new Godfather themed drink at Starbucks. It's Al Frappuccino.
Oh. So when my twin had her teeth taken out, I called her a bunch of nicknames, but the one that I think was best was Engorged Cloney.
Sometimes my boyfriend is refilling our ancient fountain pen, and I'm like, man, did he put Tink in?
I can't believe I'm in the lead. Yay! Kanye's new name.
So if it's me, right? If you're in the host country, like how would you get from London to Manchester? You walk, you drive, you lorry?
Oh. So she said that she was only visiting Michigan to do a character study, but I swear I saw Meryl Streeping across campus.
I just want to say, I think it's really cute that none of us have been like officially eliminated. I like that we're all in. That's generous.
You know that South African blonde actress? She didn't used to go by Charlize, but once she was famous, she went by Charlize Theron.
My favorite American acting family. I'm really fond of them all.
Oh. That background is so beautiful, Greg. Is that Glenn Close?
Sometimes a guy has this weird riddle he wants me to solve before I'm allowed to see his dick, and I don't like when a guy has decoded Johnson.
My friend Mike, he used to do a lot of yard work in the garden, but ever since he became a famous actor in the 90s, Michael dug less.
He, like a lot of actors, changed their name to his stage name, but I think they'd be just as good no matter what Joe Namath.
So I as before, it looks like I'm in hell. And I'm sorry about that, but if you learn one thing from my puns, I hope you learn that it's sin bad.
Sometimes I walk by this one part of my neighborhood and it's like this lane and I just have to say, fuck you. I just have to curse the alley.
My friend Robert, he actually, he filed some paperwork so that he could claim his son. Robert Patton's son.
As J-Lo told her sled dogs, I did a rod.
So if I do get into a car accident and I do die, I just hope that I don't impede traffic and that I die in lane.
While I'm watching The Simpsons, I try to do a lot of yoga, and that's why while I'm watching The Simpsons, you will hear a lot of Matt groaning.
Speaking of your Mandy Patinkin thing earlier, my son that doesn't exist was asking me where to get the best stuff for his pen. I said, Cuba, good ink, Junior.
I think that's as good a one to end on. Fantastic stuff, guys. Fantastic stuff. Full 5 minutes. no hesitations at all from any of you. And we have the final scores. In fourth place, we have previous winner Sam Corbin on 34. In joint second place, we have Gregg and Susan. Very well done. And our winner for this evening, debutante, is Nikolai Vanyo. Very well done.
Thank
Very
you.
well done to you. He's the winner of the January edition of outPUNched. So massive congratulations to yourself and for the masses of people that are watching. I'm sure they join me in those congratulations. This show is, of course, available on Catch Up on all of the usual UK Pun-Off socials, on Facebook and on YouTube, also Twitter as well. Let's see what Stevie's got to say in the background. Sam's going on. Yeah, Stevie's just sent me a very confusing message. What was that message, Stevie?
Well, you just said she's on 34 again, but that's the amount of points she was on at the start of the round, and she definitely said things.
Yeah, she definitely said things. How many shows of this have you done, Stevie?
This is show number 7. If she was on 34 at the start of this round, she'd have at least scored another
show 7 that you've done. You keep the same amount of points. You're only deducted points.
Got it.
We did all understand that, didn't we? I know I'm not the best at explaining things.
That's okay.
It's a mild 79 degrees Fahrenheit or whatever it is here. Fucking no, man. But that is outPUNched for January. We'll just go around you guys if you've got anything to plug. We'll start with Greg. Have you got anything that you've got coming up? Anything you want to plug?
Oh, actually, I have a pun article, actually 2 articles coming out in the Journal of Recreational Linguistics, which evidently exists. And actually, it's been around for like 50 years, but I just found out about it and it has some cool stuff in it. So one of the pieces is on puns and pun competitions. And I certainly mentioned this show as well as UK Pun Off and a number of other shows some of you might be familiar with. The other article is on audio palindromes, which are words and phrases that sound the same backwards and forwards as opposed to spelled the same, which I'm told is new ground for this 50-year-old journal. So I'm kind of excited about that. Also, check out my puns on TikTok at That Pun Guy. And if any of you are in the DC area or looking for a road trip or a plane trip, Pun DMV is hopefully returning to the DC Improv on February 3rd, I believe it is.
Nice one. Thank you very much, Greg. Susan, have you got anything coming up? Anything you're wanting to plug?
I don't have anything coming up besides my birthday. So if you like to pun, if you like to find puns, I'm here and I'd love to. And I write parodies for some events too. So if you are in the mood or in the way of a parody and like help, I'd love to, always. And I just love you guys. It's always fun.
Oh, nice one. Thank you very much, Susan. Sam, what about yourself?
Have another installment of the Vocabulary, which is a wonderful monthly wordplay show for language lovers that I co-host actually with tonight's winner, Nikolai. So, and a number of other wordsmiths. So if you find yourself in the New York area or anywhere in the world, because we also live stream it, that's coming up on Friday, February 11th at 7 p.m. And it's monthly, second Friday of every month. So you can catch that.
Okay, and live streaming, where would they find that?
They would find that on YouTube live streamed, but you can go follow us on social media at Vocabulary on Instagram or at The Vocabulary on Twitter.
Nice one. We'll certainly put a link up to that on our site. Stevie, our man with the plan in the back with the piano. How about yourself? Are you anything coming up? Anything you'd like to plug?
Just if anyone wants an online lesson on how to juggle for 30 minutes, then if they hit me up, then that's the kind of thing I can do while we're currently all kind of stuck at home and events are shut. That's something I can be doing online. So just message me, and jokes every day on Twitter at Steve Juggler. Thanks.
Nice one. Thank you very much. And the winner of this evening's outPUNched, debutante, Nikolai Vanyo. Have you anything coming up? Anything you'd like to shout out about?
Same show that Sam mentioned, Friday, the February 11th, Book Cabaret, a show that I do with her and a bunch of other people in New York, but we'll be streaming. You can watch our last show that was a few days ago on YouTube, I believe, on our channel. Yeah, that's it.
Nice one. Well, thank you very much, one and all, for joining in. I'm sure we'll see you guys again on either outPUNched or possibly even the UK Pun Off itself. But for the moment, well, yeah, just for myself. Hello. UK Pun Off next Sunday. We've got a string of top talent on, so top that I'll just need to go and see who it is. It is Ben Turner. We have Matthew Hollins, Johnny Brooke, and Laura Monmouth. 2 debutantes there on the UK Pun Off. I'll be backstage, and Julian will be presenting it with his dulcet Geordie tones. I've got jokes every day at Iain MacPun. Lots of little funnies and things that Stevie will no doubt steal in about 3 years' time. But anyway, from all of us, thank you very much for watching, and Comedy Showbiz Wave, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.